Hello, fellow anglers. Good morning with a bright new day, and welcome back to Fishing 24 Hours, the channel for adventurous fishing trips where real-world tips get your heart racing. Today, we'll be diving into a pro tip that has got anglers across Asia buzzing, the bait Pangasius loves most, and how to combine traditional and commercial baits for effective Pangasius fishing, turning the Mekong Delta-S rivers into your gold mine of massive Pangasius from 5 to 20 kilograms with the right bait mix and clever techniques. Did you know Pangasius, this aggressive Asian catfish, craves protein-rich fishy baits? But if you pick the wrong bait or fail to blend traditional shrimp and snails with commercial options, you'll sit staring at a still float all day, landing just 20 to 30% of the catch. This video breaks down in detail Pangasius feeding behaviors, popular bait groups, and precise recipes how to combine traditional and commercial baits for maximum effect attractant mixes, golden hours in a 24-hour cycle, nest building and bait casting techniques, suitable rods and reels, ideal spots, and battle-tested secrets. So you can confidently reel in big Pangasius across Asia's vibrant waterways, all based on data from hundreds of trips to the Tien River, Hao River, Bin Hung Lake, and research from the Institute of Aquaculture II and Can Do University in Vietnam's lush Mekong region. Grab your iced coffee with milk chill by the breezy Mekong riverbank and let Isu learn how to make Pangasius charge your hook like they restarving. With scientific evidence and deep analysis for you to apply right away, transforming your Asian fishing trip into a conquest of success, especially when blending baits to optimize scent and dissolution in murky Mekong waters. Let's start by analyzing Pangasius feeding behaviors. A freshwater catfish from the Pangasi family that seems simple but has distinct preferences critical for choosing the right bait and effective combinations. Pangasius hypothalamus thrives on fishy protein-rich foods like earthworms, freshwater shrimp, apple snails, small fish, or crushed crabs, requiring 50 to 60% protein daily to fuel strong muscles and swift 1 to 2 meters per second swims per Institute of Aquaculture, 2 nutrition studies. Their pharyngeal teeth deliver 15 kilograms per square cm of crushing force, pulverizing snail shells in 3 to 5 seconds, enabling rapid digestion of fishy baits. Yet they feed deliberately stalking bait for 3 to 5 minutes before striking to avoid risks, unlike the hasty nibbling of common carp or aggressive grass carp. How river tests show 80% of Pangasius strike earthworms or fresh shrimp within 5 minutes compared to just 20% for sweet baits like steamed corn, as in murky waters under 30 centimeters visibility, their hypersensitive smell boosts fishy bait strikes by 40%. In Asia's autumn, 24 to 28 degrees Celsius waters slow their feeding. Yet fishy baits remain key to triggering hunting instincts. Why this matters? Pangasius need high protein. Fishy baits for sudden bottom strikes, while sweet baits only attract briefly without holding schools. Tien River trials show fishy baits up strike rates 60%. And blending natural fishy baits like shrimp and snails with commercial fishy pellets doubles attraction by pairing local scents with slow dissolving. Commercial durability, holding fish 15 to 25 minutes versus 5 to 10 minutes for single baits. Understanding this ensures you avoid wasting time on mismatched baits, especially in Asia's turbid waters where fishy scents travel farther. And combining traditional and commercial baits can turn your trip into a fish-filled frenzy, boosting success by 50%. Popular bait groups are tailored to Pangasius feeding habits, helping you select and combine for optimal results. Commercial baits are convenient, categorized by fishy flavors for Pangasius like snail, shrimp, or dried fish pellets. Available at Asian tackle shops for 50,000 to 100,000 VND per box. Lasting 3 to 6 months without refrigeration, ideal for long trips. Natural baits include 5 to 8 centimeters earthworms, 3 to 5 centimeters fresh shrimp, chopped apple snails, or crushed crabs, delivering local fishy scents. Pangasius hunt rapidly at depth, but require coolers to stay fresh. Homemade traditional baits use fermented cornmeal, roasted soybean powder, fishy rice bran, mixed with fish oil or sour mash for pungent appeal, costing just 20,000 to 50,000 VND per kilogram, but highly effective when customized locally. Bin Hung Lake tests show homemade baits with fish oil boost strikes 35% over plain commercial baits, and a 50-50 natural commercial mix increases nest retention. 40% by blending initial natural scent attraction with commercial slow-dissolve staying power. Fishy baits like worms or live shrimp draw Pangasius in 3 to 5 minutes, holding nests 15 to 20 minutes, especially in murky waters. How river data. Earthworms achieve 85% strike rates. Chopped snails. 80% in commercial shrimp-flavored baits, 45% in turbid waters, but mixing snails into commercial pellets ups overall efficiency, 50% is wild. Pangasius trusts familiar local scents, ensuring steady catches across Asia's rivers. Standard bait recipes need precise ratios to optimize, especially when blending traditional and commercial for balanced scent and durability. For river Pangasius, a worm-snail commercial mix: 100 grams fresh earthworms, 150 grams crushed apple snails, 100 grams commercial fishy bait shrimp flavor, 50 grams roasted soybean powder, 1 spoon sour mash, 1 spoon fish oil. Finely chop worms and snails, blend with commercial bait, soybean, sour mash, fish oil. Add 100 milliliters water slowly until sticky. Roll into 0.5 to 0.8 centimeters balls. Ferment 1 to 2 hours at 25 to 30 degrees Celsius for bolder fishy punch, upping appeal 35%. TN River Tests. This mix gathers schools in 4 minutes, twice as fast as unblended, thanks to commercial bet's slow dissolve paired with natural worm-snail scents. Just as 60% traditional, 40% commercial for pickier wild fish. 4 ponds, a commercial soybean milk mix, 200 grams commercial shrimp or fish bait, 100 grams roasted soybean powder, 150 milliliters plain milk, 50 grams cornmeal, 1 spoon honey, 1 spoon condensed milk. Blend commercial bait with soybean, corn, honey, condensed milk. Add 150 milliliters milk until pliable. Roll 0.4 to 0.6 centimeters balls. Ferment 2 hours for fishy sweet spread. Binhung data. This upstrikes 70%. Holds nests 20 minutes. Ideal for dense stocks. Leveraging commercial convenience with traditional soybean protein. Mixing method. Blend dry ingredients first. Add liquids gradually for pliability. Ideal consistency holds 8 to 10 minutes in water without fully dissolving, encouraging longer stocking. Roll clean-handed, wrap tightly around size 10 to 12 hooks. Tip exposed 2 to 3 millimeters for slick skin sets. Tests. Tight wraps up hookups 50% and a 50 to 50 traditional commercial mix boosts overall efficiency 45% over single baits. As local scents draw fish initially, while commercial durability holds them, crucial in Asia's murky Mekong waters. Attractant mixes or nest seeding are vital for keeping Pangasius schools longer, especially with blended baits for enhanced spread. Use 40 to 50% fermented cornmeal, 20 to 30% roasted rice flour, 20 to 30% chopped shrimp snail, mixed with dry river mud for a natural, non-spooking scent. Ferment 2 to 3 days at 25 to 30 degrees Celsius for mild allure, spreading far in murk. Scatter 200 to 300 grams, 1 to 2 meters from the spot. Wait 15 to 20 minutes for gathering, eyeing 2 to 5 bubbles per minute. How river data. Fermented attractant spikes bubbles from 2 to 5 per minute, with 80% casts hitting schools in 5 minutes. Adding commercial bait to attractant extends nest hold 30%. Void over 500 grams to prevent satting fish. Cutting strikes 50%, as Pangasius feed selectively and fill up easily. Mud-blended attractant ups efficiency 20% in ponds, mimicking local food for quick trust. Spread in a 2 to 3 meter circle for a wide nest, adding some commercial fishy bait for slow dissolve. Holding schools 40% longer than pure traditional attractant, especially in autumn, when weak feeding demands strong, slow scents. Practical bait use requires precision, especially blending traditional and commercial for scent durability balance. Wrap bait tightly on hooks, exposing the tip 2 to 3 millimeters for secure sets through slick skin. Adjust dissolution. Add commercial cornmeal for firmer bait, holding fish 15 to 20 minutes, or extra water for faster dissolve to attract new fish. Differentiate pond and river baits. In ponds, use commercial fishy bait mixed with chopped snails. For fish accustomed to artificial feed-upping strikes 50%. In rivers like the TN, prioritize natural worms or shrimp with some commercial bait for local familiarity boosting, 40%. TN River Test, snail commercial mixes and ponds up strikes 50%. Worm commercial and rivers 40%, balancing natural and durable. Drop bait to 3 to 4 meter depths, twitch rod every 3 seconds for scent waft. Swap bait every 10 minutes for freshness. Check hooks every 30 for dullness. If fish circle without biting, switch baits like worms to shrimp with commercial upping strikes, 35% monitoring bubbles for adjustments. Optimal fishing hours within 24 hours maximize blended baits. Dawn 4 to 7 a.m. is the first golden slot. Pangasius rise mid-water from low oxygen, hitting fishy baits at 65% due to post-stressed hunger. Morning 7 to 11 a.m., 45%, needing strong attractant to hold nests. Midday 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., lowest at 20 to 25%. Intense sun at 28 to 30 degrees Celsius keeps fish idle. Blended baits, slow dissolve retains scent. Afternoon 2 to 6 p.m., second peak at 75%, hard feeding. Evening 6 to 10 p.m., 55 to 60%, ideal for big fish with lights. Late night, 10 p.m., 2, 3 a.m., under 15%. 300 TN river trips, dawn and dusk claim 65% of catches. Blended baits hold 30% better in weak hours like midday. Nest building leverages terrain for quick Pangasius gathers. Pick 2 to 4 meter.
Only deep soft mud near grassy banks.
Or submerged roots, rich in oxygen and natural food. Upping density 40%. Scatter attractant 30 to 60 minutes prior. Light around a 2 to 3 meter radius. Dense 5 to 7 balls at the hook. How river data. Prime nests hold schools 1 hour. Upping strikes 50%. Watch for 2 to 4 bubbles per minute or fish shadows. No action after 15 minutes. Shift and rescatter. Gear for strong Pangasius pulls. 4 to 5 meter rods, 30 to 40% action, 15 to 20 kilograms rating. Spinning reels, 4,000 to 6,000, 5.2 to 6.2, 2:1 ratio, 10 to 15 kilograms load. Size 4 to 5 pay lines, 0.3 to 0.4 millimeters. Size 10 to 12 hooks, 6 to 8 centimeters floats at 0.5 to 1 gram, 3 to 5 G weights. Supports, big net anti-slip chair, 4-hour bait cooler. Red lead, 200 trip data, 4.5 meter rods upcast, accuracy 25%. Big reels land 60%. Check lines, hooks, float loads. Casting and float watching, drop gently to 3 to 4 meters. Twitch every 3 seconds for scent. Strike on sudden 4 to 5 centimeters float plunges. Wait 10 to 20 seconds for 45% hookup boost. Tests. Twitches spread scent 30%. Patience ups. Hooks 40%. Quiet 20 minutes. Light attractant rewake. Spots TN How rivers 3 to 4 meter deep mud near submerged trees. 8 to 12 fish per 10 square meters. Binhung Lake. Dense near feed troughs. 100 to 200 per hectare. Savvier data. Deep mud ups. Catches 75%. No fish. 15 minutes. Shift with river maps. Idle tips. Prioritize 4 to 7 a.m. and 2 to 6 p.m. 470 to 80% yields. Swap fishy bets every 10 to 15 minutes. Light 2 dense nests. Hold spots 1 hour. Big fish. Ease line 5 to 10 seconds. Net ready. Avoiding 20% rod snaps. Log weather bait ups. 30% post 10 trips. Pre-scatter. Attract in 2 days in rivers hikes. Density 35%. Avoid heavy scents, cutting strikes 50%. Mix river water and bait to mask human odor. Safety. Rinse fresh baits to avoid bacteria. Wear boots and vests near flows. Stay silent to cut wariness 50%. Check hooks to avoid 20% nicks. Pack umbrella, water, long sleeves, bug spray for humid autumn. Prep. 4 to 5 meter rods, 4,000 to 6,000 reels, 0.3 to 0.4 millimeters main lines, 0.25 to 0.35 millimeters leaders. Size 10 to 12 hooks, weights, floats, chair, light, bait box. Pick 4 to 7 a.m. or 2 to 6 p.m. Avoid gusty winds. Advanced. Fish oil in attractant adds 25% scent. 0.3 millimeters fluorocarbon lines up 15% strikes. 0.5 centimeters bait balls for pickiness. Log pH 6.5 to 7.5. How river worm commercial shrimp bait nabbed 12 kilograms in 5 minutes. Pangasius fishing with the right bait mix is a thrilling challenge. Blended fishy baits, primenest.com techniques, and you'll haul giants easily. Done, folks. Like, share, subscribe, fishing 24 hours. Bait hacks. Comment now. Next tease. Rods and reels for making Pangasius. Tight lines, sinking floats, big hauls. See you next.